Hello. Happy Wednesday. So, I actually got a request, and it was to do a confessions only. I suppose that'd be similar to the first episode I did, which was titled Reddit Confessions 1-to-1. I thought I was gonna name every episode something, but and kind of be specific about it, do a Reddit Confessions 1:2 for the next one or whatever. I think that was kind of a dumb idea. But that's what we're here for, just having fun, reading fun stories. I'm sure some of them are fake or AI generated, but who cares, honestly? I always read in the comments, it's like some dudes just gotta poop on everybody's parade. Be like, y'all are so stupid for believing this. It's clearly AI. I'm like, who gives a fuck, motherfucker? Why don't you just enjoy it, sit down, and shut the fuck up? You want to go there. We're probably already all in a computer simulation already. Like, geez. Get your panties out of your nose. Anyway. Start with a little rant, I suppose. Just had to kick my niece out. She's playing Fortnite, having a grand old time with her buddies. Told her she can come back in a quick 30. Alright. So, I decided to go to the confession subreddit, and maybe I'll do another one next week or something, but I just hit the top voted, rated, whatever confessions from this past week. Thought I'd keep it current. Maybe some current events will pop up. You never know. So, we're just going to start from most popular to least. We're just going to go down until the 30 minutes is popped, all right? Excuse me. I live with my mom. She's quiet, keeps to herself, never bothers anyone. A few months ago, our neighbor decided to report her to the city for having an illegal shed in the backyard. It was total bullshit. The shed's been there for years and has full permits. An inspector came out, checked everything, and left without saying a word. But the neighbor, smug, proud, thought he'd scared us. So I did a little digging. Turns out his brand new pool was way too close to the property line and illegally built over utility easement. I reported him, attached photos, quoted city codes. 2 weeks later, the city ordered him to either move it, impossible, or fill it in. He lost the whole thing. $40,000 down the drain. Literally. Now, he gets to look at our completely legal shed every day while standing over a pile of dirt where his pool used to be. Mom sleeps great now. Alright, I got a few things about this one. 1, this should be in petty revenge. 2, I don't understand the satisfaction somebody gets, like, from doing something to somebody and them not knowing. And I also think it is one of those things where that person's kind of a bitch for hiding behind this veil. Maybe I shouldn't say that word. I'll think of a better word. But you understand my point. Is it does take so many more balls to walk up to see somebody and be like, yeah, motherfucker, I did that. Don't fuck with me. And then that's 4. I think this is point number 4. That's what you say at the end so that they don't. You know that they did it, right? So you did something to them to show them to not fuck with you. But if they don't know it was you who did it, honestly, kind of a waste of energy, right? I mean, like, I get the feelings, I get the actions, I get the neighborhood feuds. But, like, that should be something you do to shut somebody up. You know, be humble to you. Show them that you really had the power to do that the whole time. And you were the one being humble first. I don't know. There's a lot to go on that, a lot to say. It just, to me, it seems kind of pointless to do it without them knowing, blah, blah, blah. Alright, we're gonna scroll down. Skip that one, seems too sad. Yeah. This has been going on for 3.5 years now. I work remotely at a very large Fortune 50 company. Fortune 50 or Fortune 500? It says Fortune 50, I promise. Monday through Friday for 40 hours a week. At least those are the hours that I'm on. Starting around noon every workday, I take a 1.5 to 2 hour lunch break. I purposely block off my calendar with busy work so no one questions what I've been doing. I honestly cannot find enough hours in the week to be able to do half the stuff that I need to be able to get done, because that's just part of my job. There is a ton of project management and follow-up with various clients, but that's just about everyone on my team. For some reason, my boss has never questioned me or been suspicious of anything. My intuition tells me that he might do the same thing himself on his remote days, although he has a hybrid schedule. And that's not all. I have taken vacations before during lighter project weeks where a lot of communication isn't required between me and my team. I took my laptop and logged on during mandatory meetings and then logged off right afterwards. I know there is a lot of talk out there by corporate CEOs saying return to the office is mandatory because of stuff like this. But I always hit my goals. I do everything that's asked of me, and I exceed expectations every year during my performance review. Honestly, this is the first time in my career where I feel like I have a normal work and life balance. I feel like this is what work really should be. 30 to 32 hours of core work while enjoying life the way it should be enjoyed. Some of the happiest moments of my life have been playing with my toddler son and watching him grow up during my lunch hour. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. Yeah, for real. Do you, man? Get it. Or girl, I don't know. Could be a chick, whatever. This one could be dumb, but funny. I'm 30 now, but this started when I was around 27, during a phase where I was really trying hard to be one of those put-together adults who meal prep, drink sparkling water, and have plants that aren't just dying slowly in the corner. So I bought a 12-pack of LaCroix because, you know, that's what the cool, healthy people were drinking. First sip, it tasted like someone whispered the word fruit into a cup of TV static. That was beautiful. Absolutely disgusting. But I had already posted it on my Instagram story with the caption, "New addiction, LOL." This is a good one. And that was the beginning of my downfall. Friends started bringing LaCroix over when they visited. Straight up, this motherfucker posted it before trying it. Oh, that is just... Hope you learned your lesson on that one. That's a rich. Starico, as my papa always says. Friends started bringing LaCroix over when they visited. Coworkers stocked it in the office fridge because I liked it. My girlfriend now fiance, thought it was cute how into sparkling water I was. So she bought me a Soda Stream for Christmas. Oh, fuck. Well, at least they sell like the root beer flavor for that, John. Now I'm in too deep. I've become the guy who nods thoughtfully while drinking what is essentially spicy sadness. I have flavors in my fridge with names like Pamplemousse and Limoncello, and I pretend like I can tell the difference. I can't. It all tastes like carbonated regret. Sometimes I just want a normal drink, but if I ever open a Gatorade, someone will say, "Whoa, no LaCroix today?" And I'll just fake laugh like, haha, gotta switch it up. Meanwhile, my soul is quietly screaming. Anyway, if you're young and reading this, never lie about your beverages. That stuff will haunt you. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, that is like the dumbest, most hilarious thing I've ever heard. This person is 30, and they're worried about their LaCroix life. Their LaCroix life. Life de la Croix. Is it LaCroix? LaCroix? I wonder how they say it over in France. France. Wow. I almost said French. Okay, I read that one before. Stupid. Let's try this one. This happened 4 years ago, and I still think about it almost every day. I worked in an IT department for 8 years, and part of my job was managing company assets. There was a TV in storage that hadn't been used for years. Nobody ever mentioned it. Nobody cared about it. At least that's what I told myself. So I decided to take it home. But I didn't just take it quietly. I made up a story and filled out a request form saying I was moving the TV to a supplier's location. A complete lie. Dumbass. Just create a paper trail, why don't you? The truth is, I was taking it home for myself. I created that fake excuse to make it seem legitimate, and I handed the form in like everything was fine. The guard saw me take in the TV, took a picture, and reported it. That's how it got exposed. Everything escalated fast. It became a big issue in the company. I returned the TV within a few days, but the damage was already done. At the time, I was so defensive. I told myself, it's just a TV, what's the big deal? I felt like people were overreacting and gossiping unnecessarily. But in truth, I had lied, manipulated the system, and broken trust. My boss was disappointed. They didn't say much. They just ended my contract quietly. I didn't get a chance to explain. I lost the job, and even worse, I lost all my friends there. People cut me off, unfollowed, or blocked me on social media. No one reached out. No one asked what really happened. I became the center of gossip, even among people who had already left the company. I know what I did was wrong. I was manipulative. I was persistent. I thought I could get away with it. And now, years later, it still haunts me. I miss my coworkers. Not even one person in particular, just the group moments, the laughter, the feeling of belonging. I didn't take the TV because I needed it. I think I just wanted a small win, a sense of control, something that felt like mine, in a job where I felt invisible. I regret it deeply, and I don't know if people ever really forgive you for something like this, but I needed to get it off my chest. Okay, that one did kind of sound fake. It just seems like a lot of drama for something like that. I mean, I get the firing and all the part, but the coworkers, like no one reached out to you. Maybe they just didn't like you in the first place. But everybody's got their own narrative upstairs. Alright, this one could be funny. Not using a throwaway because I hate myself, I guess. To clarify, that just means that sometimes when people say embarrassing things, they make up whole new Reddit accounts just to type it down, put it out there, and get a cathartic experience. And then they just never use that account again. But to me, it seems kind of hard because I'm pretty sure that you need a whole other email to have a throwaway account. So I think you'd have to make the email first and then the account. I don't know. I've never done it. Whatever. Last night, my friend and I went to a concert an hour away. We got there early and decided to get something to eat. We shared some spicy Korean fried chicken and a panini. We get to the concert, and about an hour in, I thought the smell, a straight-up sausage and bell peppers smell, was my friend burping or something. A little while later, the smell comes again. I'm confused. We were talking. She didn't burp, so I'm like, okay, someone else around is probably burping or literally eating bell peppers, capital Lamau. The smell was so random and brief, but so consuming. Time passes. The smell appears once more. She said something along the lines of, I keep smelling bell peppers. And I'm like, oh my God, me too. We had a laugh when we were able to finally hear one another leaving the theater and head home. All is well. Writing this now, the day after, this smell was me. I just farted. And yeah, I was shocked. Lowercase, Lamau. Spicy food can upset my stomach sometimes. And to be honest, I don't think I even fully noticed I was slipping out farts at the function because I was so overwhelmed. And when I did discreetly let one out, I did not imagine it was that smell somehow. Damn, girl, haven't you ever heard of SBD? Silent but deadly? Those are the deadly ones, the discreet ones, God, I learned that in fucking second grade. Crying emoji. So yeah, went to a concert, goofed on the potential gassy queen. I was the gassy queen all along. Okay, maybe I should keep reading this one because there's a whole lot going on here. Edit. To clarify, since you guys want to be mean, lowercase Lamau, I didn't convey what I meant well, so there's a clear misunderstanding. I do not have a loose butthole, some sort of cute-faced emoji. I was not thinking clearly because I was overstimulated, so whatever my body was doing was like second tier unconscious from being in fight or flight mode, crying emoji. When I tell you, I truly was so sure it could not be me, even if I knew I was accidentally farting, literally unable to hold it in anymore. My brain was just dissociated, so I wasn't putting two and two together, which sounds dumb, I'm aware, but it's what happened, lowercase Lamau. Also, I've never farted such a smell in my life. It legit just smelled like food, or a burp, I guess. I know bell peppers aren't spicy. I never said they were. I said the fried chicken I ate was. I didn't even eat bell peppers. I have no idea how my fart smelled like that. The smarty farties who were being bummers in the communal fart chat, I hope you go to fart and it's poop. I love everyone commenting their fart stories. Y'all are so cool. Alright, I'm going to read the top one. Top three, actually. First one. I once farted at a Van Halen concert and I could hear people gagging over Dead or Alive playing. Holy shit. You know them boys ain't quiet. I farted on a plane coming home from Bali and made the person in front of me retch. It was hot but silent, so nobody knew it was me. Sorry, ma'am. And the third one, I farted in an 8-man prison cell and then had to watch my cellmates beat up some drug addict because they thought it was him. Wow, that's dark but funny. I don't think I've farted again for 6 months. Yep, that comment was that's hilarious and terrifying. Yep, it is. Both of those. Alright, this one could be funny. Let's see. I take my baby brother on errands just to get him out the house. Shopping, treats, random trips even. When I babysit him, he'll tag along with me when I have to be on campus. I'm a university student. He's my best friend at this point, and we're pretty inseparable, but eating out with him means getting a tiny bit messy because he's a toddler. Understandable. He's 3, and I'm 19. So I often help him with his food if he asks for it. He wipes his boogers and drool all over my clothes, so I think it's justifiable to use his already dirty shirt to wipe my hands whenever napkins aren't around. To be fair, it's his food that gets on my hands. We never eat inside food places. I usually drive somewhere quiet because he gets overstimulated in loud places. He chills in the passenger when we eat, and when I don't feel like reaching in the back for his bag, I'll use his shirt. Why only have a baby brother when you can have a baby brother and a napkin? He thinks I'm tickling him, so win-win. It's a little silly, but I love my baby brother, LOL, and the age gap makes it funnier. I love being a big sister and taking him everywhere. I can't wait to thank him for being my napkin when he grows up. Honestly, dude, all parents do that shit. Old ass siblings like that do that. I mean, hell, I've got so many family members. I have like 30 first cousins. I've done that to some of them when they were babies. Because, I mean, yeah, they're all little tiny sticky grease balls anyways, puking on themselves and shit. Who cares? This one could be interesting. Asymmetrical gifts from not so binary universe. During my 8-year sentence in various facilities, I befriend few Aryan Brotherhood and Aryan Nation members, stand-up guys them. I also had my friend's dad showing me his grand wizard robe and hood, and still invited me for dinner throughout my freshman year in high school. I'm not mixed, but just have some Visigoth DNA. I'm open to questions. There's some things that I don't understand. To clarify, the title for this one is, and which is why I saved it till the end, is My Best Friends in Prison Were White Supremacists, ... I'm black. That is interesting. All right. When I was 17, I worked at a Jack LaLanne as a lifeguard. One day, the guy who ran the club shop gave me the keys and sent me on an errand. While out, I stopped at a hardware store and copied the keys. I would have parties at the club on Friday and Saturday nights after it was closed. We'd come in and use the jacuzzi and pool, and it was a fun time. Usually the ratio was 2 to 3 girls to 1 boy, and I'd bring girlfriends for alone time. I got caught once when the assistant manager asked me how I got into the club before him one day. He took the keys away from me. Wow, so many things there. How did they not have cameras or an alarm system? But, I mean, yeah, sometimes some people get lucky, I guess, when they do dumb shit like that. Okay, we're gonna make this one the last one. Because I promised my niece some more Fortnite time. And I just feel like doing a little bit of a shorter episode tonight. Still be like 27 minutes, whatever. Worked at a video store in the 2000s. Remember those? And had a tiny criminal empire. Prefacing with that, looking back, I was very dumb and extremely lucky that I never suffered any consequences. Back in the early 2000s, I worked at a video store during college. They didn't keep track of snack inventories, so we pretty much made it our own personal grocery store. Not only would we not pay for snacks during our shifts, but we would drop by if we needed a snack. It wouldn't be uncommon for someone to come in on their day off, grab a bag, and just load up on snacks and just head out. We also started a barter system with the stores nearby, trading free rentals for free food and even oil changes. Damn. I'm not sure a $4 movie is worth a $30 oil change, but I guess, I could do 8 movies or something. A coworker's car wouldn't pass inspection, so they just gave him the sticker. Alright. We would not only delete late charges from the customers we liked, but often charge the late fees from people and then pocket the money. Damn. Okay. We would also look up GameStop trade-in prices for games and then buy them at our store for $5 and then trade them in there for store credit. All the employees were in on it. Everyone was young, like 17 to mid-20s. And even though it's not an excuse at all, the owners were horrible, which made it easy to justify in our eyes. Yeah, there's lots of gray areas there, some bad, some good, but thanks for the confession, young blood. Actually, this person's probably like 50 now. Anyway, that's where we're gonna end it. Happy week of 420, y'all. I hope you have a good time. Today, I hit the gym, the sauna, and then did a Wim Hof breathwork exercise, and I highly suggest it. It is freeing and will take you on a journey. It's only about 10 minutes, and afterwards your mind will be so clear. Now, something like this I would recommend doing a couple times a week because it is training yourself to clear your mind at will whenever you may need, whenever you feel stressed, bogged down, lonely, depressed. It's very uplifting, and I know that when you're in those moods, you do not want to do anything, you do not want to take care of yourself, but you just have to do it. Just fucking force yourself to do it. Who gives a shit if you want to? And with that, I hope everybody spreads a smile, some love, some reflection, some self-awareness, and spends a little bit of their free time creating something or reaching out to somebody they haven't spoken to in a long time. Maybe you write them a letter or send them a gift basket. All right. Happy Wednesday. Have a good one. Talk to you guys next week. Ciao.